Alright, welcome to my day 70 progression guide. So for today, we did not get a level increase. Starting out, you want to go to your artificial island, then you want to go back to build, and then you want to hit claim, because remember, you can only hold these resources for 24 hours. Wanted to give you a warning to check your common enemies, because they're going to reset every Monday once Vera comes out. But besides that, you want to do Mia's kitchen, and then you want to do your bounties. Then we have vitality. So with the executor training going on, you want to make sure you do your joint operations and your dimensional trials. So starting with joint operations. Today we got access to pants, hands, a king, and a crow matrix. So this is one of the best dungeons to do, so make sure you knock that out today. Which brings us to interstellar exploration. You want to check and see if you have any level 3 stargates. And remember how you can tell is by looking at the weapon batteries. This is 5, it's 1, if it's 7, it's 2, and if it's 9, it's 3 star. But if you don't have enough vitality to do joint operations in dimensional trials, you might even want to pass on 3 stars. And speaking of dimensional trials, you want to make sure it's difficulty 5 and knock out your 2 for the day. Then if you have any extra vitality left over, I recommend that you do omnium beacons. Then don't forget to do your daily gifts. You want to go to the black market and talk to Hopkins. You want to go to Cetus Island and do the claw machine. Then you want to do your 2 ability trainings. Quick tip, if you get the rhythm training, Samir is MVP. Next, you want to maintain your vehicle. So some of the best places is Astra Shelter. The next place would be Bangi Shelter. After that, we got the Black Market. And the best place, High Crows. Also attack any elemental rocks you see for crystals. Then I was able to get a hold of the Korean patch notes. I'll leave a link down in the description so that way you can check it out for yourself. I'm just going to go over a few things that stuck out to me. So for newcomers, it looks like they're able to skip most of the 1.0 story and just go straight to Vera. We're getting updated dimensional trials and space-time domains. We're getting a lot more level-specific things added to the game. So I feel once Vera comes out, there might be a lot more grinding for XP to get to these certain areas. We're getting new equipment added to the store, and also we're able to use our crystal dust to buy certain items. They're resetting the rookie package, the adventure package, and they're upgrading the content. And it looks like we're getting that currency so that we can use for the gachapons. And right here they confirm that for the weekly missions, they will reset after the maintenance, so you definitely want to make sure you do those. And for artificial island, you want to make sure you're doing your monsters because they're only going to be spawning every Monday. So hopefully that means that we at least get to do our bosses on Thursday. And besides that, we just got some other adjustments and optimizations. So if you enjoy these daily guides, I would greatly appreciate a like so that way they can spread more on YouTube. I went ahead and asked customer support about the weekly tab, the Bygone rewards, and the raids, and if they reset. They actually got back with me and they said that the weekly tab will reset, but the raids will not. And they didn't mention anything about the Bygone rewards, but they did say something like there might be some patch notes or something later. Probably have to wait and find out about that. So as I was recording this, it looks like we just got an update on the global version, and one big thing that they just released is that we get a level increase to level 80. So that means we're probably going to need 40 million experience to reach level cap. They're also adding things to help new players and returning players so that way they can enjoy the Vera experience as well. On top of that, it does look like they're optimizing a lot of things on top of adding controller support, so that's good for me. But if you remember the last time that they optimized something, Frontier Clash, that meant less reward, so hopefully that's not the case. But if you take a look at the compensation, we're getting 900 dark crystals, a sex change card, 3 vitality solutions, and what I want to point out is the space orientator. I think what this is confirming is that they are not resetting raids, meaning that for the people that did their raids already, they're just going to be like, well, hopefully you guys don't mind taking this to make up for it. So for now, what I recommend, you want to go ahead and do your weekly tab and try to knock it all out before Thursday happens. That way you can get double rewards. But for the Bygone rewards and the raids, I would make sure not to do those. Which brings us to challenges. Now, if you're trying to do something like the Bygone Phantasm or Frontier Clash, you might want to use your Mia's Kitchens to power yourself up, but just make sure you use your 3 attempts for the day, starting with the Bygone Phantasm. Again, as I said, make sure that you don't claim these rewards until Thursday, but I recommend that you want to try to knock out the sequential Phantasm first, so that way you get a high score. Once you get a high score, then I recommend doing the Bygone Phantasm and trying to climb a few levels. But as you see, my bracket is pretty bad this week, so we already got some guy who's at 6,000 points and we got someone who's at 5,600 points, so most likely I'm probably trying to compete for that 3rd place. So this is going to be a fun week. Frontier Clash. Now, with it being vote resist, that pretty much hurts my main team, so I either got to find someone who can really carry me through Frontier Clash or either wait till next week. Also, you might want to just wait until Vera comes out because we're going to be able to do all of our attempts at once, which would be nice. The wormhole. Today is the last day to do this endless mode, so you want to make sure you do that because you want to get that energy crystal dust. And the raids. I already told you that these will not reset on the Vera update, so make sure you do not do these. Void Risk. If this is a first time boss for you, you want to make sure you go ahead and do that. Apex League. If you're trying to reach Grand Marshal, you might want to put a couple hours in each day. Then we got our daily buys, so you want to go to shop, hot, then buy your 2 vitality solutions. Now this is only if you can afford it. Then we got the Commissary, starting with the Crystal Dust store. You want to make sure you buy your advancement modules and your booster modules for the week. Then when it comes to your golden Crystal Dust, I recommend that you buy the boots. If you have a good pair of boots, I recommend that you buy the hand guards. And if you have a good pair of hand guards, then you can buy whatever else you want. Then we have the cruise store. Now the only thing I recommend that you buy are relic shards, and the relics that I recommend are either Space-Time Rift, unless you have a level 3, or Omnium Shield. And how you get crew points is by doing your daily donations, or knocking out your 4 missions for the week. But again, I want to do password chests because you want to save those for Vera. Support store. You want to make sure you get your 3 joint supply chips for the week, and how you get support points is by doing Frontier Clash Normal, to where you can get 375 support points, machine parts, and lots of experience. Or you can do Matrix Drills Difficulty 1 in a team of 2, or Void Risk to get 150 support points. Or you can farm world bosses, Force Decipher, get 100 support points, as well as machine parts. But besides that, you can go achievement hunting, explore the map, or go mount farming. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If so, feel free to join the Discord, to where we give out codes in Tower of Fantasy and I answer your questions. But other than that, talk to you guys later.